you wouldn't be still sitting here. Je pense.
You're a natural comedian.
I'm really funny.
Rest in case.
Hi, this is a question really for Janet. Everybody's always calling Dame Judy our national treasure, but I think you are. You're my national treasure. And we don't see you in enough films. So my question is, have you got some more films coming out? And you were wonderful, by the way, in Les Liaisons.
Thank you very much. I have one other film coming out called Painted Black, where I play a mad, bereaved, alcoholic mother. I play a broad expanse.
Can't wait.
I think that comes out, well, soon. Yes, I had a whale of a time. How could I not? Yeah.
Good evening.
We had a wonderful time. And Ben Daniels, he plays, he has to say his name several times, and I don't know how he manages to keep a straight face, is one of the funniest men you will ever meet in your life. How he managed to keep a straight face, I have no idea. He was genius, funny all the time. We just laughed in the mud.
Good evening. I'd just like to say that I agree with Mr. Plummer that there was a modern twist to the film, and that conversation where Brad asks about loyalty to country, and then the answer comes back, it depends on what the country is, basically. And I relate to that with what's going on here in America right now, so thank you.
Thank you.
So, question for Mr. Plummer. The wonderful bit toward the end of taking the cigarette, and whose idea was that? That was brilliant.
I think it was yours, wasn't it? Yeah. I think so.
But execution is another issue.
But he only really was well known in this film for directing. Nothing to do with the rest of the film.
Do we have one more question? Hello. Hi. I am a student filmmaker, and to watch this is just so, hi. It's so inspirational. I feel like I learned so much from it. I just had a question. What was the most difficult scene to film, and why?
That's you.
I don't know, I can think of one particularly difficult, but you know, what I learned was in filmmaking, you really are in the business of bottling lightning. And I was very privileged to have a lot of lightning around to bottle. One of my just personally favorite scenes in the film, because I recall very vividly the night it happened, is in fact the last scene between the Kaiser and Hermine in the clearing by the tree trunk, when he tells her that he's not going back to Berlin. I'm actually telling you one of the most pleasurable moments to film as opposed to one of the most difficult, but I just recall Janet and Christopher getting down by that tree trunk. What they said they were going to do is we'll just go through the lines. And it was so breathtaking what they did. I just thought it's just such a shame I didn't film that. But luckily, we were quickly able to go. But it was just, and that scene was done in a couple of takes. I mean, it was astonishing. I think just from a knife edge point of view, because the motives are so silent and so not expressed, and they are so ambiguous, the early encounters between Brandt and Mika at the gatehouse, very, very difficult, because, you know, they required a co-conspiracy with the actor, because they are on a moral knife edge, and they should be on a moral knife edge at that point, because they involve conflicting objectives, and and power plays and the shift of power plays, and that required a lot of thought and a lot of care, and not for the obvious reasons, just psychologically, and I think those were ones that exercised me very much in terms of investing with the actors, particularly in what we were trying to communicate moment by moment by moment.
Did you have a favorite scene as well? Do you want to address the question about a favorite scene at all?
I think my favorite scene is the scene with you, darling.
You have to
That
say
one you're
that,
talking
standing
about.
right.
Yeah. But we played that scene actually with one of the soldiers, and I found it more touching. I can't take a compliment, it's so awful. No, that very scene was, I think, my favorite. And, yeah, you're wonderful.